Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, from YouTube, especially. And I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having a good day. I'm not. It is very nice, isn't it? It's not mine. I didn't make it. I got it free in a free asset pack for free. One of the monthly free asset packs. It's actually, I think it might be a permanent free asset pack. That's exactly what I wanted you to do, Unreal. I didn't want to just make this bigger. It is the LPS Deluxe 2 Tropical Environment. But it's a demo pack. They have, I think, 8 packs. The LPS Deluxe packs. I'll show you them, actually. Indeed, 2. Whose channel was it? Was it Mika314? Back in the day, he was using a very advanced text-to-speech robot that was it Mika? Was it someone else? Because as much as I enjoy the memery of the text-to-speech bots, I don't like it when they cut the stream off. You know? It makes me feel guilty. And I say that, you know, after definitely not spamming people's TTS. It's fine. But there was someone I was watching who had a TTS that would wait until they stopped speaking to read a TTS. They can be very, 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 very annoying, but worth it. The meme value is high, definitely. And that sounds amazing. Yeah, I guess it would just monitor their mic volume and then it would have a little delay. And then if they hadn't stopped speaking, it would just be like, I'll wait, it's fine, I'll wait. I was looking for something, wasn't I? I've derailed myself by trying to talk when I was trying to remember LPS Deluxe. That's not the right button. That's the one. LPS Deluxe. Deluxe. Yeah, here we go. Low poly style 3. Wolf Digital LLC. So they have low poly style LPS, right? Yeah. Deluxe 2. They have Tropical Mountain Egypt. And they have the trilogy look you can get for 23.84. It's actually not worth it because the one that you can get for free. It's not permanent free though. I guess it's worth it if you didn't get it for free. Wouldn't be too difficult, especially with OBS integration. Yeah, I mean, but it's a nice feature to have on the TTS. So like you could queue up a whole bunch of memes and then the streamer can finish going, and that's why I don't like feet. And then full stop, and the bot can go, all right, now harass. It's, you know, it's just a little bit of a barrier. But I know Mika these days has written his own TTS service. I'm pretty sure he did. It's changed a few times in the last year or so. Oh yes! Low poly revolver models. I'm down for that. Bet it's a static mesh though, and not a skeletal mesh. Also, I saw a video. I'm getting this really distracted. I saw a video the other day of some dude who was the thumbnail was just clickbait. It just said stop using skeletal meshes, use static meshes instead. And then I was like, okay, I'm listening. And then I forgot to watch the video, and it's been lost to the mists of YouTube time. Pinball. Pinball. The ball of pins. This is just a test area, really. I have added some things. I've taken some things away. Sounds like bullshit. Well, I think the problem is it was specifically for VR interactable like webs. Surely it's 100% use case dependent. Maybe. I found it really hard to manipulate a skeletal mesh gun. gun model in VR. That's why none of the stuff in my VR project was animated, because they're all skeletal meshes with, you know, handles and bones and stuff. And I find it hard to make them, because how do you reconcile the fact that you have a single mesh, none of the mesh parts stick together physically, none of the mesh parts are attached, but they're all one quote-unquote mesh, and they all have different bones, none of which are stuck to each other. So there's no real bone hierarchy. There's just a master bone and a whole bunch of floating doodads, obviously in a relative position from the master bone, but it's confusing. And so I used a whole bunch of static meshes, and I've used them before, and I have problems animating static meshes because the engine I'm using is optimized to use skeletal mesh animations for animated things. Duh. Skeletal mesh animations and material driven animations using like pixel depth offsets. This is not, even the flippers here should ideally be a skeletal mesh with a single bone, and the bone should have a rotate animation, and that rotate animation should be driven by the function, rather than what I've got here, which is they move on tick. All of them always move on tick. They just move to a rotation that is set based on each flipper. It's per flipper settable though, which is nice. It's just prototyping game, so it doesn't matter here, but yeah, really for performance, you want the skeletal animations because it's what the engine expects, and if you play against that, as I have found out every single project I've made, if you play against what the engine wants, you're in for a bad day. And what this engine wants is you are a first-person shooter developer or an architectural visualization developer, and you want to use real-time ray tracing in your dumb project. They're the two things. Looking good. Thank you. It does look pretty nice. I won't lie. The crappy mountains, the sea is my favorite bit. Again, a free asset from some water texture asset seller dude. Very cool. And it, you know, it works now. We've gotten to a point at which we know the constraints of the physics. We've made bouncy things that repel things. We've made flippers that flip things and a plunger that plunges. I don't really think we need all these colliders on the plunger. They didn't help. Actually, well, there's still a tiny gap there. There is just a relentless assault of nopers. Dude, these colliders aren't centered on the puck, are they? What the flip is going on here? I'm gonna have to look at that now. Edit the fizz plunger. I can't deal with it. I physically cannot deal with it. What is going on? They do have an offset, so that doesn't have an offset. Forward doesn't have an offset. Yeah, what the hell? Why? No, it's meant to be offset on Y. That's where it's offset. Well, the collider is the parent, right? Okay. That's fine. What the hell? How? On God's green earth did you manage this? See, the other collider is in the right place. Maybe that's the reason it works still. We can have a... Can I have a 4-up? Can I have a 4-up? I can't have a 4-up apparently. Top. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Location on X needs to be... -1.2 or something? 1.35? This is it, isn't it? It's just the fiddling that you have to do constantly making a video game to get anything doing literally anything correctly. I don't know why that has to have an offset though. That's really weird. Wait, is it? It's not to do with the widget, no. Not that it would be. That's weird. But the collider's in the right place. Scaled 1, box extended to the extent of the box. And then the failsafe and the failsafe. Should they be slightly bigger? I think they should. Just a little bit. There we go. And then, yeah, we should be gravy. Kind of gravy, almost entirely gravy. Yeah, right. And this, I think we're gonna change. We're gonna edit that blueprint so that we can actually just spawn a ball. Event. What button can we use? Backspace. Oh no, I want to do that. Yeah. Spawn a ball. Spawn a ball. So we got a little bit more control over the. That's backspace, bro. Come on, don't do this to me. No errors. Is backspace a debug key? Event. Oh my goodness. Yag was right. P. Event. Input event. Input event. Point damage. This is the one. So you can make arbitrary bindings in stuff. Which is, oh, I know why. It doesn't take input. Class defaults. Actor can be damaged. No. Block input, auto receive input, play 0. That's a tricky one. Alright, I changed the key. I'm not in the game. There we go. So now we got a single ball prepper for I don't know what. That's interesting. Atmosphere. This is going to be max throw marker. Set world location. Scene component, and it's going to be get actor location self plus minus I don't know maximum throw multiplied by forward vector. I think that's right. So it takes away a value from the center, away from the way it's facing, the distance it goes. Boop. Teleport. Other things that we need to do is mi emissive white And the scale is going to be 0.2. It's a good number. It has worked correctly, yes. So the center of that ball is where it goes to, which is why we have it, why we were having problems. Actually needs to be behind there. We could have actually attached them. We could have done that. Yeah, brain. Or you can't see it because it's off screen, but it does exist, which is something I forgot to do. Great. Make it invisible. So that's one thing I don't really like about Lumen. If you have something that's moving very quickly, you get really high contrast ghosting noise. Whoosh. Right. I'm gonna write a transition script now. So wait, whoa! You did it anyway. What the hell? It did it anyway. Oh, it didn't. It didn't do anything. Yeah, get out of here. I see. I see the problem. Okay, note to self: prefix game content with a 00, or just a 0. I want to create a transition thing, yeah. So pinball assets. Nope. Player character. Yes. Fizz Pirate Ball. So we are going to get another variable, which is going to be vector, and this is going to be current velocity, zero velocity. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Yeah. Event graph, event tick, fake gravy, fake perfect collision. We don't use that anymore. To use fake gravy though. I kind of want to update fake gravy. Maybe later. Maybe we'll do that later. In fact, we changed fake gravy, didn't we? So it's a vector that's rotated on this. We don't use that at all. interesting. That might not work. It's fine. Event custom, yes. Freeze motion. Current gravy acceleration. It's Control D to duplicate now. I keep using the old one, which is Control W. Gravy acceleration is 25,000. So yeah, okay, that's 25,000. That's fine. Zero gravy acceleration. Believe it or not, is going to be 0 and a hidden value, right? So fake gravy, current gravy acceleration. Split, promote the variable. That is table pitch. So I shouldn't have done anything really serious. Boing, boing. Oh, are you kidding me? I have made the world's worst pinball table. Thank you. Are you... There we go. Yeah. I'd like to point out for the friendly audience who came here for pinball design that I am not a professional pinball table designer. I have no idea what I'm doing with pinball. I'm not even a professional game designer, god damn it. It's getting stuck on something in there. I think there's a hill that's sticking out at the bottom. And turn collisions off for that, for all this garbage. Collision. Collision preset, no collision. That's better. So now we'll have a full unobstructed ramp of acceleration. So the idea with a pinball table is when you launch it, it's meant to go on a set path every time. And it's meant to bounce somewhere towards your flippers to make it, you know, fair and fun and responsible. Anti-cheating, anti-competitive. It's a pretty nice arc it follows. So I figure right there we could have a transition. I just like how every bounce seems to put it directly in the hole. Free ball. It's just that maybe I should rotate these discs a little bit. It's magical, isn't it? Yeah, no, I was coding something, wasn't I? Event graph. Freeze motion. Get actor velocity. Get component velocity bowlighter. Sure. Set current velocity. To that. Um, set current gravity acceleration to 0. Of set physics. This should be used cautiously. It may be better to use add force or add impulse. It's not set physics linear velocity. Is that what I was using? Yeah, now I worry. Fake gravy. Set all physics linear velocity. Yeah, that was the one. Ah, this is set physics. This is set all physics linear velocity. Sets the linear velocity of all bodies in this component. Sets the linear velocity of a single body. Ah, that will be the problem. Yes, and I instantly see where this bit here becomes macro, right? We have 0 velocity. Bowlighter can stay in there. Set off physics linear velocity. So this, we can collapse it to a function or a macro. We collapse this one to a macro. Just add a return node there. Jesus. Current gravy acceleration. Gravy acceleration in. Velocity in. And set update gravity velocity. Set update gravity velocity. And then we have if custom event, which is going to be unfreeze motion. The big question is, could I not have just done this with a pause, like a full-on game pause? Ah, screw it. Is that wrong? That doesn't need to be 0 velocity, does it? That can actually just be a direct reference from here, because the current velocities. No, it can't. No, it cannot. I have done a poo poo. Screw it. We'll do it this way, and it will be fine. It's clear and evident what it does this way, I guess. So we do this one first, I think. Gravity acceleration. Yeah. And then current velocity. Delay until next tick. Ooh, that's powerful. And we clear that. Or rather, we initialize it. Or we reinitialize it. Or we initialize it with initial values. It's just such a beautiful shader. So a big thing about this project is it's gonna have to need a it's gonna have to use a whatchamacallit, a camera actor handler. Just gonna extend this back wall a little bit. Can I transform mirror on X? Not X. Z? Not Z. Mirror Y? Okay, mirror Y. That's what we wanted. I see there's some things which need to get erased. And there's some things which are fine. No, I think it's all fine. I think it's all fine except ooh, what the fuck? Ooh, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know what was going on there. That freaked me out. I didn't copy the ball collector or the ball safe spot either, which is fine. It's not fine, but we'll deal with it. And then we have this little gubbins here. I'm actually gonna move it. Am I gonna move it? Yes, I'm gonna move it. Gonna move the gubbins. Do. Like these little grassy foliage things. I like them. They're cool. going well. It's going well. No, it's going great. Talking about. Oh, if only it would just bounce over there. But actually, C++ would be great for making things like this, because I just read that you can make a template member function, which would mean that stuff like the ability to be a fizz repulsor could be a template function rather than a function of a class. Oh, snap. My goodness. It happened. It went through. We wouldn't have to have it enableable or disableable. It would just be written to the things that needed it and not written to the things that didn't need it. If you understand what I'm saying. That would be magic. I'm just Oh, got him. I still can't believe that this asset pack didn't come with a cannon. Very disappointed about that. Although I think there are cannons on the ship. I wonder if I could, like, just remove one. We'll get one of them over there. I don't know what the hell was going on there. They're over there. I think the flippers are going too, but we need a thing to do the cameras. In fact, I don't know if we do need a thing to do the cameras, right? I guess we should have a thing to do the cameras. Screw it. I'm gonna make it, and then we're not gonna use it because we're gonna have what's this gonna be? Collision camera snapper. And this is gonna spawn off my screen, of course. They always do. And we don't need a default scene root. We're gonna add a box collision, which is gonna be the box. Yeah, we can just call it box. Fine. Construction script. Get actor of class. Camera actor. Not all actors of class. No, get actor of class. The hell, man. Camera actor. Get out. Promote to variable. Player camera. No, I hope that's the one. I just hope that's the one. Event graph. Event begin overlap. Event actor begin overlap. Other actor promote to no. No. Other actor cast to pirate ship fizzball. Pirate ball. There we go. As pirate ball. Custom event. I'm doing a professional developer thing this time. It's fine. Print text. Print text to the log and option on the screen. Print to screen, no. Print to log, yes. I am not a pinball. Failing silently. Do I want print text? I can just use print string, can't I? Print string, yeah. And then we can, why is it append, man? Why is it append? Everyone knows it's concat. I am not a pirate ball. Failing silent. Self. Get display name. Lovely. So that will print to the log when it fails. So that the program won't freak out. And we can see which one failed if we have more than one. Variable, this is going to be camera offset, which is going to be a transform, and it's going to be visible. This is not the best cup of coffee I've ever had. Very tobacco-y. As Pirate Fizzball freeze motion. And then we're going to player camera, get player camera. Interp to R interp to I really want to do this on tick. I kind of want to do this oh, we can just lerp a transform. It's fine. Come on. Get world transform. Actor trans. Get actor transform. There we go. Recombine the struct. Promote to a variable. This is going to be camera locus. B flip flop boolean locus, is that right? I think I just... this is going to be... Huge slam. We'll do that when it overlaps, yeah? Because it's only going to overlap from one direction, right? It needs a do once, yeah. It needs a sequence. Custom event, reset gate. I probably won't need that in testing. Is this getting too complicated to bear? This is getting pretty complicated, I think. I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. I don't like it one bit. Then cast fizz ball, freeze motion. Fail silent. It's fine. We don't need that. Play from start. Camera loop. Update. Set actor transform. We put a branch in here, and this is flip-flop, right? Yeah. Yeah. Add a float track. D time. Time 0, value 0, shift. Time 1, value 1. Range. Auto curve. Squishy. D time. Can we get that to come down maybe a little bit? So it's not MUE. Lovely. Lovely. And when it's finished, we're going to set flip flop to flip flop not Boolean. Hey, isn't that cool? Nope. Nope. Ooh. What's that? Org SMG. The fucking Org 9 is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. No offense. No offense, Style. But why? Like, it could be a lot smaller. It could be a lot better looking. It could be a cooler. It's just it's a lazy design, isn't it? They took the Org body and they changed the magwell to take 9mm magazines, and they changed the bolt face to feed 9mm, and they changed the barrel. Is that why it is? Is it an easy way to get an Org imported? Because it fires a pistol caliber and you can fudge the legal documents and then you can convert it back. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a lawyer. Not like that applies in my country anyway. But I stand by what I said. Ugly. Just think about all the other 9mm submachine guns that you could buy in this day and age. All the 9mm short barrel carbines, bullpup style things, anything. Just think about them all. And think about how they're better than an Org that feeds 9mm. I gotta look at it again. It's fucking pissing me off. Like, why? What is the benefit? It is just the Org body. The magazine well's got a plug in it. The magazine well has a magazine well in it. That's weird. Oh, but the frame is different because it says, look, Org SA 9mm. Printed into the stock. So they're not compatible, ostensibly. Set flip flop. Ignore me, please ignore me. And now it should just, I didn't put it in the level. Every time. Also, I didn't set anything to set the extents or anything. I'm a massive monkey. Construction script. Add a variable. Extents. Jesus Christ. It's a vector. It goes right at the top. It's visible. And it's going to get box, set box extent to extents, and extents by default is going to be, I don't know, 64 cube. General call. Ooh, we're gonna have some issues here, aren't we? Let's make that a bit thicker. Move it over a scotch. Do you say scooch or scotch? I've heard it both ways. That's fine. That'll do. I don't want to make this thinner, really. And I also need to change the camera offset, don't I? Love it when it messes me around like this. I didn't get the rotations either, Jesus. Oops. Not like that. There we go. So now, theoretically, if we manage to jam a ship into that collider, it will bounce our it'll bounce our camera over to the other side of the play field, and then theoretically, if we manage to bounce the ship back again, oh. Oh, you did not stop colliding. It did not stop colliding. We need to generate collision, overlap all dynamic. Yes. Generate overlap events. Yes. Simulation generates hit events. No. can ever affect navigation. No. Use CCD. Yes. Save. Pi. Ooh. Maybe I should go back and watch that YouTube video on pinball huge slam. Pinball table design. So I have no idea really what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? The reason I made that collider so small is because if it recollides with the collider, you know? Bro. You good, fam? It's kind of working. Like, tentatively not working, still kind of working. My kind of thing, you know? Mostly broken. It's not really a reliable enough kind of positioning that I can test why it's not working exactly, but did I miss a brick when I dragged all this gear over? I think I missed a brick when I dragged all this gear over. Yeah, we're still playing. We can still gen lads, but we have messed something up here. Big slam. That was a pretty impressive run, but I just want it to go in the hole, bro. I just want the ball to go in the hole. And I want to play as much pinball as possible, so I'm not gonna create some kind of physics contrivance to make it happen. I'm just gonna have to skill it out. So yeah, I've been thinking about level locomotion while playing the game. So as it stands, pinball's a fairly chaotic movement style. Come on. I don't understand why it's doing that. So we got it over to the other side, but it did something fucked up. Colcam Sapper. Yeah, so I'm gonna buffer it. I'm gonna buffer it. Fuck you. 0.2. Cycle complete. So this is gonna stop it. I hope. From glitching out like that. So this should, in theory, prevent it from doing anything weird with the collisions at the actual gate incident. So it should stop. We finished the transition, bro. You can... No, it does it. It still does it. I don't know why it goes back. It should be illegal to make it go back. You understand? Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you don't see what's going on. I see what's going on here. So it collides, and in the collide it has a do once, right? A do once function which does not open until it's finished moving the camera. But it moves the camera, and then it moves the camera back. And I do not understand why. It should not do that. It shouldn't do that until stop. It shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's how it's meant to work. That's exactly how it's meant to work. And now it's over there, so I can't actually do anything with it. Getting ready to put my hand through my monitor at this thing. It is not fun. Decidedly not fun. Boom. Boing. This is silly. Don't know why it pauses for so long. Why did it go back? It did it again. Should I make it even thinner? Is that it? General extents. Is that what it is? Make it 4 units wide. damn it. You know what? Maybe a Metroidvania pirate-themed downfall pinball game is actually too difficult a task to ask someone to make. Maybe the online video game idea generator memed us with an impossible task. Did I ever finish my thought about like moving around in Metroidvania that was a pinball game? I didn't. I don't think I did. I think I just rambled off and then lost concentration because something annoyed me. Let's start that again. I'm in a pretty zen moment right now, so we can do that. So yeah, Metroidvanias really rely on two things: frantic exploration, the exploration of which leads you to the ability to explore other things, right? So you gain powers, techniques, you gain items, whatever, keys, fuel, missiles, that you can progress into different areas of the game, and exploration is the second option of the thing. And exploration requires you to be able to have conscious and precise navigation of a map. And pinball, as I said before, it's a chaotic experience, isn't it? A pinball game, it's obviously perfectly deterministic, but the human's ability to think about that determinism and video game engine's ability to render the determinism limited, which is why it's a difficult game type to play, because you basically don't know what's going to happen. The ball gets thrown around at random angles all the time. It's not conducive to an explorative game type like a Metroidvania. So I was thinking, what if there were open sea areas, right? What if there were engagements which were pinball games, right? And there were open sea areas where you could float the ship nominally with some control. What the fuck was that? So you'd launch from the harbor, say, and then you would be taken into an area where you could ride the seas freely. The only problem I see with this is that it's not really pinball at that point, is it? It's just a pirate game. There's plenty of pirate games on the market. Not good ones. Not until later 2022, when early access Rise of Piracy comes out, of course. What? No, what was I saying? Yeah, so I don't want to make a pirate ship game. It's not a pirate ship game. It's a Metroidvania pinball game that's pirate themed, right? So I figure each room would be a new pinball table, and you just progress by either completing the table or failing the table in an interesting way. You know, moving to the exit point of the table, which you can see here is on the left. But none of the tables can be hard enough a pinball table that you can't, basically freely move between the pinball tables, because then the Metroidvania experience of exploration is going to be muddied, right? Intensely. But the pinball tables can't be boring because it's a pinball game, and that's the whole point, right? You want interesting pinball games and mechanics and scoring and stuff to be engaged with. It is the finest of lines, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with it. Probably going to be a case of this is the last week of development on the pinball game for a long time, and I'll just give up and go back to the RPG, which I have to fix. And I'll probably fix the RPG game. I'll get the RPG game to a point at which it's workable, and then I will come back to this, because I'll have to actually start making new things for the RPG game, and that'll grind me. Will it grind me? I guess we'll find out when I get there, but I've been wanting to get back to it, and it's been what, 3 weeks, almost a month of no RPG development. That makes me sad. If you think that makes you sad, it makes me double sad, because I know it's going to be a task fixing the project. But I really want a game on the market for people to buy and enjoy, that I can say, this is a game that I made and sold and marketed. Now hire me, so I don't have to fucking do everything myself ever again, please. Or I could maybe, if it's massively successful, what if I started my own studio? What the fuck? Did I just say? Did I just say that out loud? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Peace. Just get over the other side, alright, mate? Come on. Come on. Stupid pinball. I was thinking about a pinball catcher, which would just kind of float the pinball in a zone for the paddle. Not the paddle. These are paddles. The plunger. The plongée. So you wouldn't have any of this weirdo artifacting where the ball would, you know, ride the plunger down or get stuck. Whoa, my goodness gracious me. Suddenly somehow I'm reminded of Christmas '97. Why? Medieval demo for PlayStation Demo 1. Tekken 3 demo reel. Why? Brain, why are you showing me this shit? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, funny how the human brain doesn't work. I should bind the reset to on end overlap, right? I'm an idiot. Yeah. Event actor end overlap. Remote to variable in actor. Yeah, just call it. Fine. Try again. Try one more time. And I'll bring my A-game pinball here. Right now, right here, right now. You'll see it. Bullseyes. Oi! The plunger really does yeet. Like, even on a low setting, even like with just like that, it'll clear the back of the table. So I wonder. It's really something I gotta get fixed. I don't think I did the physics for that right. I think I coded it wrong. I'm getting self-conscious about my understanding of physics coding. Fuck. No, I am a master. You will not do this to me. I don't even want to look at it now. Because even if it is right, it's not going to be right enough, is it? Like, you'd expect it to hit the back of the wall if it was fully charged as well. Oh, it does. Okay. Fuck's sake. There, we got him. Nope. You fucked it up. Ah! Is it this? I hope it's not that. But I've worked out how to get a success every time now, so. Big slam. Requires us to be able to play the pinball though. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Huge slam. And then we just yoop, bing. Could have been more, could have been more, could have been more. Do it. Fucker. I don't know why it's doing that. You understand? Do you get me? I don't know why it's doing that. Huge slam. I turned CCD off, right? This is the troll table. Oh my god. Mm. Mm-mm. Got him. Right. Here we go. Oh! I missed it. Jesus. Maybe I should just put the ball spawner down here. Huh. Hmm. I'm getting scared now. Pulling my shot. It's got to be pretty much on the end of the circle thing. Oh. No! A little bit further than that. Huh? Hmm. No! I didn't mean that. Flip slower. Oh! Went over. I don't get it. I don't get it. Fully do not get it. Let's walk through it. Let's walk through it slowly, sanely, without frames missing due to rendering. Like, oh god. Fucking stupid software. Grab my fucking input. I'm so angry. So event begin overlap. Do once. Okay? Do once. We'll not do anything until this has been reset, okay? Okay. Am I gonna add a bunch of printouts? Yep. Is there a shortcut? Nope. Print string. Okay, so somehow it's animating all the way. It's not re-overlapping. It's not redoing once. It's animating, and then the animation isn't completing. We had a delay in here, maybe? Delay until next tick. Because it worked once. Totally fine. Once. I feel like I should have made like a launcher that just launches it across. This is silly. I get to play a lot of pinball though, which is nice. If anyone has a suggestion of why this isn't working, please feel free to contribute. Like, oik! Yes? No. Oh! Okay. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I am small idiot. Yes. Yes. The problem is this. This. The problem is not this, apparently. Okay. Length 1. Use last keyframe. Teach pre-physics. Whatever. Okay, that wasn't the problem, maybe. But the code is working how it's intended to, so I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault. Oh! Very sneaky. That was a very nice little flick. It didn't do anything though, which is strange. Did I miss something? Did I not connect something up? Did it fail? Interesting. Ugh. Ew. Didn't do anything. What's going on, dude? Yeah, okay. So the first thing we need to do is that. Yeah. Good. Noted. Duly. Right. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah, I had the flip-flop variable the wrong way around. Big GG. Standard, really. Because a lot of the Boolean logic that I normally do is backwards, because why wouldn't it be? But this one needs to not be backwards, apparently. Perfect. Oh, that was pretty nice, but it didn't go in the right direction. Or rather, there was a wall in the direction it was meant to go in. Got my Pepega reaction speeds going on here. I hate this game. This game is so stupid. Ah. Oh, there he is. Frickin' mirror mode, bro. Frickin' mirror mode. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it works as some kind of semblance of thing. Right? Right? I need to test it. I need to test it rigorously. Oh boy. Don't pile the pressure on. Don't look. Big choke. Who designed this table? It's so bad. Oh. Oh! Oh, we got one. This feature is not going to work with multi-ball at all. We're going to have some kind of thing that denotes which ball is the primary ball. Some kind of ball controller. Controller balls. Oh! Oh! I. Scrooge. It's really fun that Lumen isn't meant to do GI recalculation on stuff that moves. Not really. There we go. It kind of works. It works if you have one ball. It works if you have one ball, but not two. Oh, how long have I been going? 2 hours. Useless. Let me really quickly. If we delete that one and then we reflip these on the Y. Okay. Be that way, smelly. And then we get this one and we steal it from here. I'll do. I don't get why they do that. Do you get why they do that? Do I have something in the construction script that makes them do that? Hey! There we go. Unflipped flippers, yes. Poopy. Oh. Oh, good snapping constraints, bro. What the fuck? I also get a feeling that the ball chute, the propeller, the yeeter is not meant to be really a player thing, an in play thing. It's meant to be an out of play thing, isn't it? Nah, I don't want to have to write a camera controller. I don't want it. I think there's a project which has a camera controller already in it. The ALS. The ALS default project. We'll look at that tomorrow. I don't want to say I'm done. I feel like I should keep streaming, but I'm this has tested me. I am at my fucking limit right now. Seriously, fucking. Let me tidy up some of the garbage around here, okay? Get on a 45. I don't want that. Huge slam. And that's still very adequately on the agenda there. Whatever. It looks a bit nicer, doesn't it? Is it gonna play a bit nicer? No. Oh. Should it be a buffered collider thing? So should we have a collider for each side and then determine the timings from, do you know how like a MIDI note does velocity? So velocity sensitive MIDI keyboards do that. They have two buttons and it takes the time between the activation of the first button, the activation of the second button, to determine the velocity of the note. So the faster the button is to press, the louder the note is, because the harder you slam in the key. What the fuck just happened? No, stop it. Desist. Very angry. And you could use the same kind of triggering system to do a one-way or two-way collider, or a collider that could operate in one way or the other way based on the direction of travel of things through the medium. But it would have to have like a whole bunch of wiring and internal stuff. Basically be really like nightmarish to do. And I would like the the play feel. I'd like the game to feel a bit more open worldsy. Stop it! I gotta stop pressing that. It's semicolon. Takes you into the developer camera. Like I'd like the place. I'd like the pitch to feel open, right? And I think like little areas maybe of free sailing would be nice, but not too many. Not so many that it felt like free sailing was the entire game and pinball was like just a mechanic, and I want pinball to be the main mechanic. So maybe there can be more inertia on the ball. Maybe there can be less gravity. And I know Worm will hate this because he wants ultra gravity for it to be really fast. We could fun thing. We could do that using the Z vector, the rotated Z vector, right? I don't know how we do that with the rotated Z vector, but we could do that with the rotated Z vector. The Z vector is just a 1 on Z or -1 on Z to denote the direction of gravity, and then we multiply that by. Sorry, we rotate that by a rotator around Y, but we could also rotate it around X, right? So you'd have a two-axis gimbal boy. Rotating it around Z wouldn't do anything, except for quaternion space. I think it would probably do something for the local rotators, but nothing for the global rotators. Shouldn't worry about the Z. The X and the Y, we can use pitch and roll to affect the speed of gravity or the direction of gravity on the table, because that is exactly what does the speed on the table. It's the direction of gravity. Right now it's 10 degrees rotated from straight down. There is no actual gravity in the game. Gravity has been turned off the project settings. I don't know. I've played a lot of pinball today, and I've gotten really frustrated with an animation, and it's sapped all the fucking life out of me. This is silly. Just give me the boop. Give me the boof. Oh! Oh! It's good! It's good! It's not good! We need a chevron shape. We need it to be the other way around. The funnel, I know it looks good, but it's actually terrible. It's actually a terrible funnel for balls. It needs to be like a chevron, like a little roundabout, like an encapsulated roundabout, really, to grab the ball when it's floating over the top. It's like a crescent moon on each side, on each stem. I was thinking maybe a lot of the work could be like nautical themed. Like if it's not gonna be an island or like a settlement or something like that. Like the look of the table could you could have little brass things. Christ alive. Little brass instruments, little stuff like that. So you could have like a little coop, and it could be made out of like a shiny material that will glimmer in the sunlight. I think it could be good. I do not like the layout of this table though. It's so bad. Hey, we got him. Straight in the hole. I don't know. I'm done for the day. Screw it. It's a short stream, I know. I didn't even finish my coffee. It was disgusting. But I don't know. We've made half a function, half a feature, something that can be expanded on in the future. I don't know what to say. It's really hard to do anything because it's I don't have a plan for this, and it's essentially no credit work, right? So I think this it's not a great function, but it's the start of something. And I think that's good enough. That's good enough for today. I think 2 hours. That's a short stream, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm sorry. We'll do the talk out. We'll raid somebody. I'll drop you off. You know, somewhere nice, somewhere actually fun. I'll go think about what I've done for a while. Maybe have like a nice drink that doesn't taste like fucking tobacco ash. Check my emails or something. So thank you everyone for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thank you for coming to watch the video on demand. If you came to watch the video on demand, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.